That means you got a kind of self-will running around you again this morning.
I'm a bit defocused this morning, yes. My brother-in-law passed away.
I hear that you're sad.
And you know what? I actually didn't even want to discuss this with you because I really knew that when it comes to you, that's it. You're going to really now tell me about how wrong I am for feeling sympathetic about my sister losing her brother.
No, I just told you that I understand that it's sad.
Assalamu alaikum, Nazira. I'm so sorry to hear about Imran. I make sabr for you. I make sabr for your children. Make Allah make it easy for you, inshallah. I'm so sorry, and I make dua for you all the time, and I love you. Gee. Inshallah, I know that. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Oh, Mama.
Listen to me. You know that is part of life. Everybody has to go that way. Go do what you need to do on your part, and it's going to be okay.
I know that. Shukran, Asina.
Yeah. I tried to stop, I really tried to stop. Up into hell and back, to hell and back. 28 days to get my life back. 28 days to get back on track. I tried to stop, I really tried to stop. I've been to hell and back, to hell and back. 28 days to get my life back. 28 days to get back on track.
I unfortunately and very regretfully have to leave it early by 5 days because of the passing of my brother-in-law. My husband needs to take time to go and spend maybe the weekend with her. And you know what? My whole marriage has always been about me. Whatever I want, my husband does for me. He will walk the earth for me. And his sister has supported us when we had no money. She paid our rent for months and months and months. She bought our food. She sends me parcels. She's such a loving, caring woman. And the only thing that I can do is just send her brother to her so that she can mourn and she can hold him, because it's only the two of them. Thank you for everything, Asila.
Don't thank me. If you really appreciate what I did, then you need to stay clean.
I'm going to stay clean.
Well, that's the only thing. You also need to remember, addicts don't finish what they start, okay?
Yeah, but also...
So that's what you're doing is very addict. You're not completing.
Yeah, okay, that's your perception.
No, it's not my perception, it's addiction. No? The disease of addiction, you start and you don't finish, which is exactly what's happening here.
Fine.
Okay, and then I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. 5 days left, and this is going to be make it or break it for me, really. And I just realized that nothing has changed. Everything is still the same, and I can feel that I've made a change somewhere in my heart. Yeah. I've made a change. People are still the same. People are still standing on the same corner. See, the people are still doing whatever they want to do. And here's me, you know, come from a program. My work now is those process addictions, the sex part of it, you know, going out into places like these. I want to come across guys that I like. Hector, what you thinking of?
They do provide us with live checkers, right?
Sorry.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Peace.
Wow.
I used to come a lot to this place and buy my goodies, my substance. A lot of my drugs are bought here in Outbay. Okay. In fact, up that road. In fact, I can see the house from here. And now just coming past this area again just gives me that feeling. This was my using grounds.
Is it?
This was my using grounds, yeah. You must stay in contact with me, please. you must stay in contact with me. There's a lot more that I could say to you still.
I know it's going to be a challenge when I get back home, but it's easy to moet sacrifice.
I like Hector for who he is, you know, and he's come out big time. In a meeting now in the week, he shared to the entire group that he's comfortable with his sexuality and no one blinked an eye. It was okay. And I can kind of fall in love again. The words are strong that I'm saying here. Fall in love with qualities like that, you know. We've been through such a lot and I like that. I like that feeling of a connection. You know, he understands me, I understand him, and I should not take this wrong, you know, because in my head, it could easily be us, we relationship. But that's what I like about a companion, you know. No sort of romantic feelings, just that here's a friend, we are both the same, we love the outdoors, we can share things, and he understands.
Please. I can go home, I can make salat, I can puasa, and I can be a wife for my woman, my husband. I feel right. You understand?
I don't want you to leave now.
I want to go now. I'll see you.
Yeah.
My husband's looked after me for so long, I need a chance to give him. I'll stay close to you, eh? I'll email you and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got lots of tools, man. This is my little bags, you understand?
Yeah.
The tools in here and here.
But are you happy going back now?
Yeah. I'm at peace with it, man. I'm afraid about it, Armien.
I want to say something. I'm not happy that you're leaving, really.
Yeah.
I know I've said a lot of bad things, whatever, but this is 5 days to your recovery, really.
No,
but if you
do you know
feel...
what's 5 days to my recovery? This is still my first day of recovery. Do you understand? Tomorrow I'm in a meeting in Ops.
Okay.
And inshallah I'll have a job.
Her husband could have accommodated the food and the water for the cats for the duration because he was only going to go for the weekend. And now the husband wants to leave to wherever, so she goes home. Codependency. Her work was to take care of herself. Is Lameez ready to stay clean?
Dit raakt me nogal een beetje. Het raakt me eindelijk een beetje, dit raakt me baie. Want ik heb er probeer uit te praten om niet te lopen. Maar ze heeft gezegd, ik moet niet. Mijn hartse begeerte is net dat ze die programma zal werken aan de buitenkant. En dat ze wat ze hier geleerd heeft, dat ze dit zal een werkelijkheid zal maken aan de buitenkant en om haar leven te veranderen.
Well, it's coming to the end, isn't it? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good about myself, but I'm feeling very anxious, being accustomed to a safe environment. I'm very anxious about leaving.
You've been offered secondary care, continued treatment.
Wow.
Wow. What does that sound like?
I'm so willing to do that. And I can't do this on my own. I need people.
You need support.
I need support. I must be honest, I have just thought about next weekend. I was really thinking what's going to happen. Calling up a couple of friends and saying, hey, I'm out of treatment. That's what's going to happen. That's what
It's not going to happen. Next weekend you'll be following a weekend plan with your secondary care community.
I'm grateful for that.
What have some of the highs been?
I used to walk out of the house and go use. I didn't process any feelings. I was acting upon it. Now I can at least, I know what my triggers are. But what I'm definitely going to work on is anger and rage. That is the one that I always fall.
Processing your trauma.
I'm processing my trauma.
So that you can work on your process addiction.
Yes. Thanks. Secondary.
Secondary.
I'll see you there.
You'll see me there. I have a good feeling that if he continues treatment and focuses on the process addictions, that he will have a good outcome.
Ons is in die pylvak. Ek sien die wenpaal en ek is besig om vinnig te nader. Dis net enkele dae wat oorbly. En Ek is baie opgewonde oor wat voor lê.
I found a little bit of me. You understand what I mean? And it feels good, you know? It's like, wow, I'm a person, you know? I exist. I'm alive, you know? And it's scary. But here they've kind of like told me that it's okay to be you. It's okay even if you're not perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be you, you know?
Ek voel ongelooflik. Ek voel soos 'n nuwe mens. Ek voel ligter. Ek voel niks. Ek voel niks skaamte nie. My self-esteem kan ek voel dit het gegroei en ek kan praat oor enige ding wat rondom my aangaan en ek is amper daar. I'm attracted to guys and to female at the same time, but I don't like getting sexual with ladies.
And have you had a same-sex relationship yet?
I haven't had a relationship, but I've been with a few guys. I'm afraid to be around gay guys. Like, I want to be in their circle, but when I'm in the circle, I feel this is not my space. It's not for me. And then when I'm with my friends, I'm like the straightest person ever.
What we are going to offer you is secondary care.
I think it's a wonderful thing because I did mention it in my step 3 this morning that I would appreciate to stay longer and learn more, and I just think it's a blessing from God.
Mm. And you'll be able to get some kind of resolution around your sexuality. You've had some issues with Armien.
Daar's baie goeie eienskappe wat ek sien van hom in my en hy's vrij en ek wil eendag soos hy voel.
There's a saying in the fellowship, and they use it in treatment, and it says that your secrets keep you sick. Mm. Now, is there anything that you haven't told me that you would like to tell me now?
Ja, dat is, maar ek moet persoonlijk wel vir jou sê.
Is it something that was done to you?
No, that I've done.
That you've done, okay. And is there anything that's been done or anything else that you need to share?
Nou, ek dink ek het sover alles uitgehaal. Is maar net hierdie ding met my. Wat my nog 'n bietjie krap.
I think that Hector is a dark horse. And I think we've only seen a smidgen of what Hector has been up to. He's very secretive, and I suspect there's a whole other world that he hasn't exposed that he operates in. And I think in secondary, they're in for a shock. Good morning, Hard Bay 4.
Morning, very nice.
We're going to be doing feelings group this morning. Just to fill you guys in, Doms and Armien, because you weren't there. We had a secrets group, and some things were shared by Alan and Hector, and they've still got some feelings around that. So I thought we could just process the feelings, and unless you want to share again, you know, I think we're okay if you don't. Yeah?
I don't know, if this is a feeling what I feel. I think I feel bruised. I feel shameful. I feel sorry for what I've done. And the persons I've done it to. And, you know, I feel like I just want to be a child again. Because I grew up too fast. I didn't have a chance to play. Foreign House told me I think 2 weeks back, she asked me to deal with this little boy within me, and that I should give him a name, and I've dealt with him. I gave him the name of Aubrey, which is That's my late father's name. I listened mostly to Aubrey and not to Hector. Fernand told me to acknowledge Aubrey. I said I want to destroy him. I don't want to live with him. I just want to live with Hector. Aubrey just keeps on hurting me. Aubrey makes me feel bad about myself. Aubrey makes me want to do stuff against my will.
You've taken a really big step, Hector, and it feels like part of revealing a secret is often, worrying about the outcome. And you need to, when you say like, there's a saying around shame dies in exposure, and why are you still feeling ashamed? You just need to allow yourself to trust that you've done the right thing because it's resting here.
I don't feel it here anymore.
Your head is going to doubt it.
Because that's where Aubrey lives.
Also, Hector, recovery is not a quick fix.
It's a bitter feeling.
Feeling is not going to kill you. Your addiction is.
I often feel bored, or I feel hurt or sad or whatever. Maybe not feel good enough.
Inadequate?
Inadequate, yeah, okay. I would say inadequate. When I do eat, I believe it is fed back to that feeling.
How does your inadequacy present itself?
I would say, for instance, vacuum the house. And somebody would say to me, it's not well enough. I would think I've done a damn good job. I tried my best. I would even go further than I was supposed to. I've maybe vacuumed the carpet maybe twice instead of once. But then somebody would say to me,
somebody like who?
Like my wife.
Like your wife.
Yeah. But I don't want to put my wife on the spot.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
How do you respond to that? When they say, that's not good enough?
I would probably sulk. I would go lie down on the bed.
Okay.
And I would start talking to the Lord. But I understand that, it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't overeating. Because the comment isn't really about the carpet. It's more about me being overweight. People might have tried to help me to eat less by offering to provide a more healthy diet or whatever, and I just went on my own track.
Have you felt inadequate while you've been here?
Actually, on the contrary, I felt more to the other side because I actually got a lot of praise.
I just want to go back to last week Friday and to say to Armien that when you apologized to me then, I said yes, I take your apology, but I was not taking it. I still had like, who are you? You're nothing in my life, whatever. And we were sitting in music yesterday and he wanted to read the parable and I got all upset about it. And I was like, you're always reading, we're always having you. We're in a community group, you're reading and you're reading, it's like. And all I was thinking was, I want to kick him in the fucking nuts. Sorry, my language. And then I just remember where they said that, being angry at someone is like you eating poison and you're hoping for them to die. And I was not achieving anything because I was upset at him, And I think I'm starting to understand now in the beginning why people kind of said that I was arrogant. And I feel ashamed about it. And I'm scared because I feel like I'm just open now.
When things do upset you, you need an opportunity to go to that person and say, you know what, I'm upset. Because as human beings, that's how we relate to each other.
I don't do that.
Do you think you could try maybe with Armien now, with some support from us?
What is it that you dislike about me?
No.
Okay.
I feel.
Okay. I feel like there's something you dislike about me. I cannot avoid you. I used to say that.
Helen, the feeling.
A feeling. I feel like I've failed. Like, what is it that I did wrong? Why don't you like me? How have I failed you? And then, because I'm trying to protect myself, I just cut you out of my life.
Just out of interest, when Alan disconnects, what comes up for you? What feeling?
A high feeling. I won a battle.
I want to challenge you, I mean, because I don't think that's real for you. If somebody doesn't connect to you, how does that make you feel?
I don't feel acknowledged. I didn't get an approval.
Thompson, it sounds like they mirror the most vulnerable parts of each other, which is quite scary, I think, for both of them.
I think the biggest thing is that in my life I've gotten more in trouble because something felt uncomfortable and then I didn't do it. I left it. This place has taught me that I can listen to myself. Everything that comes out of me is not so bad, you know. I'm slowly realizing that my daughter not being with me is not partially due to all of it because of my husband. I had a part to play. So the world is not against me.
That you also sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ellen, for that. Thank you.
The last few days we've seen the turnaround with Ellen. We've seen the humility, we've seen the desperation of, please, you know, I can't do this on my own, let me get honest. The feelings group with Armien today was beautiful. Having Ellen actually acknowledge that, you know what, I hold on to the resentment because I feel like, you know what, you don't matter to me, so it can feed my addiction. You know, I'll just do that to you and pretend it doesn't matter when it does. And it really affected her. So for her to own that with Armien was a really good step. The good news, Ellen, is that you've been offered tertiary care.
What is that?
It's like a sober living environment where you live with other addicts that are in recovery, and you are there so that you can get work, okay? Because I know this is really important to you. I wondered whether your family could come in here in terms of offering you some financial support until you find a job.
Don't think so. They've supported me for the past 8 years with my eating and my drinking and
I've experienced you as wanting to make this work, Ellen.
I wanted it to work this, I wanted it, and I was afraid though to open up, you know, and then when I did open up, Lameez bit me, and when I was launched, I felt, and I felt unwanted, and I just felt unwanted and abandoned. I think what I felt was also envious that other people had somewhere to go and I didn't, and I was frightened. And I missed my mother, and I missed my dad.
Felt very alone.
And I felt embarrassed and ashamed because I didn't have anywhere to go.
I think it's more tormenting, bulimia, because the overeater wants to lose weight. You know, it's a mind games. She looks at it and it's not good enough, you know, but for somebody like Jacques, he can see that he needs to lose weight and is very accepting of the process.
You've already lost 8
no,
kilos or something.
Yeah, so now
Nice heart rate there.
I'm blessed with a very,
Good.
got a great family.
Okay, you ready? Let's
You
go.
don't have a branch in the northern south.
No.
You must open my
Okay, so again, try and relax those neck muscles.
Yeah.
Breathe in first and breathe out. Can you feel those chest muscles working? Great. Do you want it heavier? Yeah. Let's try. Okay.
I'm in your hands.
You're in my hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 4 more. It went exceptionally well. I was so surprised with myself because I haven't been exercising for many years. I can't remember when last. En ek het vanoggend was my laaste seestap en toe het ek teruggekom en toe het ek 'n lekker swem gevat.
Wow.
En ek het daar uitgekom en ek het regtig waar verfris en dit het vir my gevoel of ek wedergebore is en 'n nuwe lewe voor my lê.
Now, in terms of your moving forward, I know that you've got to go back to work, okay? But I still would like to offer you therapeutic support.
That's great,
Because
I appreciate it.
my concern, Jacques, is while you may have the eating plan like recommended and you're following, the feelings still need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that if we don't do this, relapse can happen.
Can we have a round of names and feelings, starting with you, Ellen?
My name is Ellen. I've got an eating disorder and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm feeling hopeful and enthusiastic.
Hi guys, my name is Hector, alcoholic, addict, codependent, gambler. I feel anxious, I feel nervous, and I feel like going on, but nervous at the same time.
My name is Armien. I'm an addict, sex addict and codependent. I am feeling happy, excited, joyful and blissful. Yeah.
My naam is Jacques. Ek ly in die eetsteurnis en ek is vol vooruitsig vir die nuwe lewe wat vir my voorlê.
Thank you. We're going to play a recovery card game this morning. So let's see what the messages are being put out. What do we get?
Should we just shuffle them a bit?
How many of you did?
Can we please shuffle them
They've been shuffled.
again? Can we shuffle them again, please?
Have you got control issues now in the game?
No, it's not. It's because I saw them taking out and saying who, which what they want to do.
I took two cards.
But what's wrong with shuffling
Only a
them?
card.
What's your control? Just take one.
It's only a card.
Ellen,
What's wrong with shuffling them?
what's wrong with just picking a card? What is it that you're afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything.
So why
What's
is it
wrong with him?
upsetting
What's
you?
wrong with him shuffling them?
He was busy with him in his hand all the time.
Exactly.
So
what's wrong? I don't trust him. What's wrong with him shuffling them?
what you pick here has got nothing to do with Armin.
Well,
Here we go.
don't trust him. No, it's just that I just thought we had sorted everything out yesterday, but obviously we haven't.
Such a bitch.
So, and he's just called me a bitch. He's just called me a bitch, yeah? So you see, I've been picking it up that what was happening here yesterday didn't happen. He was not
We
ready
haven't
to
got trust
go
issues
ahead.
here. The thing is, why did I have to now shuffle it when I shuffled it many times? And why did she have an issue with that?
Why are you
couldn't she just
calling me a
take
bitch?
card?
Why are you calling me a bitch? See?
You
I tried
always
to
have
make
issues with me.
I tried to make amends with you yesterday, and you threw it back in my face.
Fine.
So it's fine. It's also fine with me.
That's your opinion, but you could not even accept it. You'll always be one of those. Always be one of those.
Can I say something, please, guys?
You've always reacted
came to
towards
listen.
me.
You
We're
really
busy
think they're gonna
playing
listen
a
at this
recovery card game, and you want to be like that little bitch again. Little black swan on your high horse with these high heels. That's what you are. You'll always be one. You'll never change. I feel feathers for you. Feathers. Take that black skin off you and be yourself.
I think that was very wrong of you.
No, man, it's the same thing over and over. I was just wanting to play the game, and then she wants to carry on like this.
Yeah, I do understand them.
No,
it was
she
wrong of
is-
Ellen as well.
It's wrong, man.
To tell him to shuffle the cards. She should have just taken the card, and she asked you to reshuffle the cards. You should have just shuffled the cards.
Very nice.
Why
Yeah,
must I
awesome.
do things when I've already shuffled
Because
it
you do
already?
want to. I mean, you do want to avoid the arguments, and you
She
just should
could have avoided
argued.
that.
If she had to ask me, I was going to shuffle the
I understand.
cards.
I don't know.
And you would have shuffled them as well. And you brought my race back again. You bring my race.
I will bring it
you
up all the
bring
time
my
because you are
race,
like this.
You bring my race, you bring my disease.
You want to be this American
You
girl,
bring
rah,
my
rah, rah.
race and you bring my disease.
Yeah, whatever.
I will fuck you up when I get
I
out of
will
here.
press that button all the time because you provoke me
Go
all the time.
on, go on.
I think they was very discriminating. I mean,
I'm sorry.
because I'm black as well, and
No, it was
No.
nothing to do with that, really.
you told her to
was
take
to
off
do
her
with-
black skin and be real. That
And
was
like I'm
very
sitting here, I'm
discriminating.
black too. It's back to behavior. Always back to the behavior. At this point in treatment, this is what's going on. Recovery card game is about positive feedback. It's about laughter and it's about lightness, even if the messages that we get pertains to the addiction.
You want us to joke about me being called a bitch? To take off my black
I am
skin?
not talking about
me
that,
being
Ellen.
actually shoved down the toilet? Should we laugh? Should we be laughing about that?
I
Because he's
am-
laughing about that. He's laughing about that.
You can
and you're
never
doing
listen
absolutely
to what
nothing
Hasina
about
is
it.
saying.
Why are you even this? I'm actually, you know what? I've been building this up.
Enough!
Who are you to tell me it's enough?
Enough!
Who are you? Who
Enough!
are you? Have you looked at yourself lately?
Have you looked at yourself?
Miss Thing, who are you?
Yeah, Miss High Cheekbones, you want me to go there? Do you want me to go there?
They are high, sweetheart.
Yeah, they're very high.
They are very high. Thank you, and I was born with them. You will never be me.
Yeah,
Please.
I don't do weaves, darling, as well.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Be
You'll
original.
never have
Be authentic
boobies.
self.
You'll never have
Be authentic
boobies. You'll
self.
never be boobies.
I can call your name,
You'll never be boobies. Thank you. You can never get them. Oh, I'm so over you. The whole 3 weeks here, I've just been trying to like sort of, I mean.
Try another 3 more days,
I mean,
darling. Try another 3
I'm
more
stopping
days.
today. The bus that actually is going to let's go please, Park, has stopped right
We'll
here
see
for
how
me.
long you'll last in tertiary, darling.
Oh, no. And that's the thing, though. Why are you so vindictive? I wish
Believe
you
me.
the best. I want you to recover. I wish you the best. But
you
you have
shouldn't.
never wished. Why shouldn't I?
shouldn't recover,
Why shouldn't
darling.
I? Nobody should suffer. Nobody should have an addiction. That is not a way to live. You should be free to live your life without addiction.
I should
You
be
know what
free
I
from
mean?
you, darling. That's what I need
You
to
will be
free.
very soon. You will be very soon.
Today's your last.
Oh, yeah, because you run everything around here, because everything revolves around you. Nothing revolves around you, sweetheart. You're not Mr. Top Billing. You're not Mr. Eastern Mosaic. Okay? I've said it, and that's just it. Thank you for listening.
Not with her.
Dit het my verskriklik geïrriteer. Ek voel in hierdie 26 dae was dit vir my, dis so 'n mors van energie. Maar aan die ander kant, vanoggend het ek gesien, Ellen het 4 skeplepels suiker in 1 beker koffie gegooi. Ek meen, dis hoekom sy so opgesaik is en hyperaktief en so aan.
She hates me from day one. Even those apologies, I've accepted it. And I've apologized and I've meant it. But she doesn't give me a chance.
What value do I give myself when I let somebody says to me, I must flush myself down the toilet, I'm a bitch, I must take off my black skin and talk differently? What value do I actually have for myself if I just stand there and let someone talk like that to me?
It's like I'm messing up here, eh? My final days, I'm just fucking up.
They were still offered continuing treatment. And look what happens this morning. Whether it's going to be offered after this, I don't know. But that's addiction. That's called the disease of forgetfulness. They forget how they got here. They forget that each and every one of them has said at what point in their life and how they opened this newspaper and they saw your ad. They have forgotten. And if you don't change, then that's how you're going to live and suffer and be unhappy for the rest of your life.
We are very, very sensitive people. Our feelings get hurt so fucking quickly. Né? So it's bullshit, that. We're not kids anymore. But being addicts, unfortunately, that's what we do, you know. King baby, that's what I am, you know. And the more we kind of start to become young adults, it's what we do. That's what it is. That's the rite of passage here. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is a journey of days. There is no destination, there is only a journey. Just for today, I'll be agreeable. I will look as well as I can, dress becomingly, act courteously, criticize not one bit, and don't find fault with anything. We find fault with the food, with the ducks, with each other. Have you guys, has it been sweetness and light with you guys? Have you fallen in love with each other and bosom buddies and friends for life? No, sometimes you hate each other. All I have to do is keep my side of the street clean. When I'm busy talking and telling you, listen, I think you should be doing that, that, and that, that's because I don't want to face my own stuff. And my job is to fix me, not to fix you. Here's the next one. Easy does it. Be gentle, guys. Be gentle. I am electric whenever it comes to forgiving myself. And I'm very good at forgiving other people. Why? Because it does me good. It does me good. Forgiving other people helps me to sleep at night. So I wish you all the best, guys. And we will keep in touch, yeah?
Of course.
Should we close by a prayer, guys? Get into that huddle, guys.
Yeah, it's the last huddle ever.
God,
Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Peace.
There we go.
It's just been amazing. I love every minute of it all. I love the chaos. And it's been good. I love my work. I love the patients. I just hope they can bloody behave and I can do a ritual with them. That's a nice send-off.
You're starting a new life, starting a life of sobriety. And in going forward with this process, you need to let go of certain things. So on the one page, you write the stuff you need to let go of. The other one says let God. And on those papers, you write the stuff of what you seek help with. What do you need God to help you with on this journey and this process? I've given you each a page. I need you to write a letter that you will receive 1 month from today. The letter you write is from you to yourself. What did you tell Armien 1 month from today? When you get to a spot that's deep enough that you can dive and the water can engulf you completely, open your hand and let God do his work for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Go, 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 Armien. As you hit the water and you get wet, let it go. Your hair is not wet. You don't have to swim, just get wet. Who cares? Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Look at us, hey? I think I love all of us, you know? With all the
differences
little
is a
tears,
part
whatever.
of life.
I will go to the ends of this world for this life.
Differences is part of life. Well done. Thank you. Lekker. Well done, even if it was a bit slow.
It's very emotional.
Very much.
Extremely emotional.
No!
Gelukt, Jacques.
Baie dankie.
And greet each other.
Should we just shout it out?
Who loves us?
God!
Grant me the serenity
to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Peace!
Well done.
The rewards are priceless when you see change, you know. It's an amazing process to witness. It's something that I value and I honour, you know, to hold a space with somebody and really feel the connection, feel the change, and to respect that. Because it takes a lot for somebody to ask for help.
There's so many people in South Africa, Western Cape, South Africa, in the world, if you want to make it that big, who need help, who can't access treatment, especially effective treatment. And even if it's 6 people that have been able to experience this, that would never been able to normally have this opportunity, even 6 will make a difference, because those 6 will go out there and they will help another 6 and another 6, and that's how it goes on. That's the cycle change and transformation. So yeah, it's amazing. It's been absolutely amazing.
It's pictures of my daughter, which I'm going to be working towards getting her back. Yeah, this place has believed in me, and I need to believe in her. Look at that one. She's just my everything. This is the only valuable things I'm taking to tertiary. I'm going to put them up. And of course, my eating plan and my 12 steps. I'll have meetings. I'll have the other housemates, you know. And I've got a family now who's willing to support me, so. And I've got this baby here. This is all my jackets. Bye-bye. I'm going to miss this goat. Yeah. Is he eating my back? He's eating my back. Eating my back. I just keep to the basics. I just make sure, following my eating plan, I'm getting plenty of rest, a bit of exercise now and then. Me and my body are actually one thing, you know, we're not two separate entities, and I can't just abuse it like the way I used to, you know. At least I've got my own place, and I'm with a temping agency, and I do a bit of work in Claremont, you know, for a marketing company there. My life is like really just like what people do, you know, you get up in the mornings, there's a routine, and we watch movies at night, and we sit by the couch and cook 2 veggies and protein, and it's just stay in the moment and stay where you are, and everything is going to be okay.
I always used to do it for my mother, for my sisters, for the people that really loved me, you know, just don't use Armien, and then we'll all be happy. You know? And I went on that, you know, and I was never happy because I was always forced into going to rehabilitation centers or trying to get clean or just lying. Now I've done this for myself, and I am happier. I am very early in recovery. You know, it's not long days, it's not years, you know. So all I need to do is do the next right thing, follow my heart, and just be myself and love myself, you know, because if I don't do that, I'm never going to succeed.
Op hierdie stadium begin ek die lig sien aan die einde van die tonnel, en ook die nuwe lig wat voor lê in terme van 'n nuwe lewe. Ek het opgelet dat my vrou kyk beslis met ander oë na my. Eendag, ek dink sy het geweet ek sien sy kyk nie, maar sy het my so op en af geskreen, en ek het sy het vir my gesê, maar het jy dan nou vir jou nuwe klere gekry? Toe sê ek nee, dis net die ou goed wat ek nou maar weer sirkuleer en so aan. Ek was in die verlede iemand wat as my vrou net vir my enige iets gesê het wat my nie aangestaan het nie, dan het ek baie heftig gereageer. En ek het altyd gevoel, maar dit maak my seer, en dit selfs klein goedjies. Simpel goed eintlik. Maar ek ben nou sit vir my anders. Ek hanteer dit anders. En ek dink ek is besig om op klink snaaks so iemand van 53, maar ek dink jy raak ook meer volwasse.
Things between us are like 100 times better. I'm not so emotionally demanding. Because I don't feel so sorry for myself anymore. I think that was the biggest thing, was learning to not feel so sorry for myself. I'm more sure of myself and of my place in his heart. My plan is to find a job, just so that my husband and I can get into a, you know, have a little bit more income and get into a little bit more of a settled, instead of being from week to week. And just stay clean. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be poor. I just want to be average and just live an average life. I just want to be like this. Peace, at peace in my heart and in my mind and in my soul.